the freestyle. Different cities every week now.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Murray now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick-6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Murray trying again after the pick-6. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. 58 yards, the distance covered on the punt return. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
You're not ready.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
2 teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready. Check right. Watch it, 5. Watch the screen.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
All day, just like that.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Flush to his right. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the toss, here's Michel. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Cunningham looking to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Now this now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Cunningham. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Cunningham dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it. This time doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second. And 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tackle. Slant.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now Cunningham, forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got you, son.
From the gun, Cunningham, flushed out right. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 7. And a yard at the Giants' 28-yard line.
He can't hang. He's not getting good.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. Here we go.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now Cunningham. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its...
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Operating from the gun, Cunningham. Flushed, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Let's go. Mike 50. Hey, watch the slant.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham steps away to his left. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Cunningham to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 67 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll try and run for it with Barkley.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
At the Ravens' 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Cunningham. Eluding the press, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On first down, it's Cunningham to Michelle on the screen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Cunningham escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's got some space here. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is into the end zone. So they get two more on the board here just before halftime. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'm guaranteeing he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Again, it's Barkley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 2nd and 1. He's got his man. It's Andrews. He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. 2nd and 4. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Cunningham. Flush to his right. He can, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Randall Cunningham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Off the bootleg. Cunningham on the move to his left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a great return as he's up close.